Alright, what's happening everybody? It's your boy Keenan. Welcome to today's vlog. Yes, I am back. Been gone for quite some time and I apologize to that. Took a vacation. Also, I spent some time doing some scouting reports for the 2013 NFL Draft and analyzing a lot of players, getting ready for that, watching the Senior Bowl and all the practices and a couple of workouts coming towards the 2013 NFL Draft as well as the NFL Combine. But today is Super Bowl Sunday between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be a great game to watch and a lot of storylines coming into this game, starting with both head coaches, John Harbaugh of the Baltimore Ravens and brother Jim Harbaugh of the San Francisco 49ers. This is going to be a good sibling rivalry matchup, the biggest stage. This is going to be an outstanding match between these two coaches, and plus everybody's already thinking back of the Thanksgiving matchup a couple years ago when the Ravens won 16-6. So the San Francisco 49ers are going to have to play aggressive in this matchup and avenge that loss. This is going to be an outstanding matchup. Other storylines to talk about, we all know about the all-time player, all-time great player, and Ray Lewis. This is going to be his final game in the National Football League, and he's looking to win this Super Bowl championship and ending his legacy. He is an outstanding linebacker, definite Hall of Fame, two-time Defensive Player of the Year award, and he's actually going to end his career in the bank. Looking forward to that. And another storyline to talk about is the battle of the defenses between these two teams. San Francisco has one of the top defenses, the top three defenses in the National Football League. I think they have the best overall. I think they have a good defensive line with Aldon Smith and Justin Smith coming off the edge. Aldon Smith also can step back as a linebacker. Now, I already talked about Ray Lewis. He's going to be leading that Baltimore defense, and they've been playing pretty well. They're known for their defense for the most of the seasons, especially heading back to when they won the Super Bowl against the New York Giants. This defense is still dominant, and Ray Lewis is going to be leading that team. He's actually leading the team in the National Football League in the playoffs in tackles. He's a great player. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick little scoop between these two teams, starting with the San Francisco 49ers. They're going to be led by quarterback Colin Kaepernick, who ended up actually replacing Alex Smith, whom a lot of people, including myself, thought was going to be that starting quarterback for the next couple of seasons. But Colin Kaepernick is the better athlete between the two, and he's a pretty good thrower, developing his passing game. He has a little bit of an awkward throw, but he still delivers and gives you accurate passes. And plus, because I just mentioned he's an athlete, he's a big-time threat in the ground game. And then we have the top rushing team in the National Football League in this Niner rushing game. Now, on the defensive side, like I told you, the top defense in the National Football League, in my opinion, led by Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman. Both these two linebackers are all pros. Also, they have a good secondary behind them, and I just mentioned that defensive line. They have a dominant defense. The one thing this defense needs to worry about, particularly in their biggest threat against the Baltimore Ravens, is they have to keep an eye on that deep ball by Joe Flacco and Torrey Smith, even Anquan Bolden. They just need to pay close attention to both of these receivers in this matchup. They're known for giving you a good deep ball, particularly in Torrey Smith, and Joe Flacco is really looking to tear this defense apart. Now, I'm headed over to the Baltimore Ravens, led by quarterback Joe Flacco. On the offensive side, he had having his best season yet as a NFL pro. He's a great quarterback, and he's showing that he's going to be the future for the Baltimore Ravens. He's in his end of his contract, so the Baltimore Ravens is going to look to give him a little bit more money, some good chump change to extend that contract extension. He's a good quarterback, and he will be the future because he's actually developing a lot better. Some people can believe that he could become an elite quarterback, particularly in the playoffs. He had a great performance this far in the playoffs this season. Now, they have a good running back behind him, and Ray Rice. He's one of the top running backs in the National Football League, All-Pro last season. He had a little bit of a down year because Joe Flacco in that passing game was trying to develop more, and Joe Flacco trying to be a better quarterback as a passer. But Ray Rice is still a big-time threat, and he is going to be the X factor of this game for the Baltimore Ravens in that passing game. I think the San Francisco 49ers are going to pretty much shut down the run game for the Ravens, but we will see. There's going to be a battle of the at the line of scrimmage, which I'll explain in just a second. Now, Ray Rice, he's a good quarterback, a running back, and he's a good running back outside as a receiver. He's going to be key in this game for the passing attack for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, the biggest question that everybody has in mind and for this matchup, can Joe Flacco actually just destroy this defense and call them out, single every player out, and understand how to dissect that defense and orchestrate a good performance for this Ravens offense? If he'd be able to call out and just pickpocket all the players on the defensive side and understand how to control this game, throwing the football as well as the time possession, not allowing the San Francisco 49ers to get the football. If he can do well and just end up pickpocketing this defense, he's going to have a great performance. This is going to be a long game for my Niners. That's going to be key in this matchup. Now, the biggest matchup in this game all relies in that line of scrimmage. I just mentioned Justice Smith and Aldon Smith. Justice Smith and Aldon Smith of the San Francisco 49ers. They're going to be trying to attack Joe Flacco. Now, Aldon Smith, he's one of the leading tackles of the National Football League this season, but he has not had a sack in the past 5 games. He's going to have to step up in this matchup. Kind of struggling for the past couple of games, but hopefully he will be back in rhythm, and I think he's going to be due for a good game. He just got to get to quarterback Joe Flacco, hurt him a couple of times, caused a couple of sacks, some hurries, and disrupt the passing game, and he has the ability to do so. Now, he's going to have to be playing against players like Michael O'Hare, McKinney. They have a couple of good offensive line for the Baltimore Ravens. Bird, they have a great Terry Reed. He's a good offensive line. They have a good rotation, decent rotation for the Baltimore Ravens offensive line. So that's going to be the biggest matchup in this game between the offensive line of the Baltimore Ravens and the defensive line of the San Francisco 49ers. Whoever wins that matchup should win this game. Now, my prediction for this game, obviously, I got my San Francisco jersey on, my Patrick Willis. I'm going to go not only as a fan, but even as an analyst. I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers in this matchup. I think because they're 5-0, they've been in the big stage more times, and actually they outscored their opponents in Super Bowl play 188-89. I think they're going to be due for another great matchup, and this is going to be a close game because this could be a good defensive showdown. Now, going back to the San Francisco 49ers, one thing they really need to not do on the offensive side is do not commit any turnovers in this game. If they do not commit any turnovers, no more than one, hopefully none at all, they should be able to win this matchup to beat the Baltimore Ravens, given a good 1-1 tie between Coach Jim Harbaugh and John Harbaugh. But this is going to be an outstanding Super Bowl for everybody to watch. Now, we're heading over to the 2013 NFL Draft, and I'm still going to give you some of the latest news in college football, but we're heading towards the scouting combine for the NFL, and I'm going to give you all my reports for the 2013 NFL Draft, as well as my rankings for every position of the college players heading over to the National Football League. And I'll catch you guys then with all the latest news. Thank you for watching this blog. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy. Go San Francisco.